they can't meet salary requirement, they can't meet first division, whatever it is. So what we thought is we make our own criteria who really need the money. So like this case, Shankar Singh, last year, we asked, the criteria was that for Shankar Singh couldn't make the Beena Tiwari actually. This is the next slide actually. Beena Tiwari. Now, can you go to the previous slide please? Yeah. Next one more. Beena Tiwari. So this one didn't meet the FFE criteria and she had a polio and all that, and they won't give her the money. So we went to Joshiji. So Uma, what you do is if they don't qualify through FFE, we'll provide the money. And maybe the criteria is a little bit lower, but you need to give exceptional circumstances. In this case, the polio. And we said, you can see the criteria here. And even if you give them $200, $300 is nothing. And you go for dinner for 4, you get $200 bill or $150 bill with a couple of wines, right? So this is nothing. So I think Joshiji was nice to give his own money, whatever it is. I think Joshiji. And he said, okay, he'll sponsor Beena Tiwari. So what we're looking for tonight, this is not a fundraising, but a voluntarily, if somebody wants to give a money or anything, well, like this kind of causes, we have identified 17 candidates. And you are talking about $100, $200 kind of thing, whole year scholarship for these kids, and all going to Uttrakhand, which don't qualify through the FFE. FFE is already helping it out. But these are the candidates, we think they still deserve it. So go to next slide, please. So these are the candidates. If you look at that, there's 17 of them all the way to the bottom. And there's more criteria here. It's not just we go by, we spend a couple of, I think 5 to 6 guys, core volunteers from Homa. We spend like whole 2 days to look through all these criteria. Scholarship, parents' income, where do they come from, how much family income is and all that. And also we look at the credentials. We don't want to give a scholarship to somebody who doesn't have a potential. Okay, because that's another criteria we have. So we came with 17 candidates and we're running out of funds. We want to fund them through without FFE because they don't meet the FFE criteria. So what we would like to do is, if you can get any, we have some pledge slips. I don't know if somebody can pass here.
Alka, can you pass that?
Can you pass that? We have pledge slips. It's like $100 or $200, and you can sponsor a scholar. I don't know, that name is not coming in. They need to move the projector to the left or something. Like Kumar Joshi, Santosh Chan. So anybody is sponsor. We're not about 5,000 rupees. We're not about $5,000. We're about $100. That's 5,000 rupees. So that's nothing. So if you can sponsor kids, take the kids out. Yeah. Anybody makes noise? So we're looking for $100, $200. Very meager amount, believe me. And some of the volunteers, we have sponsored some of the kids, but we can't sponsor all 17 of them. So if you guys can, we have pledge slips. If you can deliver some money to us or check or pledge, you can send later on. And it's tax deductible, by the way. If you pay $200, if you are a 50% tax bracket, you are paying $100. So we'll issue a receipt, it's tax deductible officially. So please help us out on this pledge slip, and we'll really appreciate it.
Can I add just one more point? So just to clarify, we are still working with FFE in supporting their cause, which is Pan-India. And at the same time, we are also targeting a segment in Uttrakhand. So if it's up to you, you could write a check to UMA, which is tax deductible, which could target these candidates. Or if you think you would rather want to have a more pan-India appeal, some of you might be from another state, say Andhra Pradesh, and you may say, hey, I may just want to have my money go to a pan-India fund. So either way, you can write a check to FFE. They're both tax deductible. They're both good causes. The money goes to for scholarship. So either way, it's good. So
this list we had is primarily from Uttrakhand.
Right.
Kumaoni and hill area, Dehradun, Rishikesh, anybody. By the way, this is not just for hill area. We have given some scholarships. Anybody who lives in Uttrakhand. This is Uttrakhand list, right?
Right.
Completely. It could be anybody. So we're giving a scholarship to without caste, creed, or religion. It doesn't matter where you are from, but as long as you are from Uttrakhand, you have need, we'll support it. And this is, we may drop the criteria, but most of the cases, if you look at the criteria, we have this first division. It's not easy to get, 60-70%, and you need to have some certain income, and then we also look at the family, whether you have 4 kids or 3 kids and all that. So if you can get some pledge from some people, it will be great. But this was not supposed to be fundraiser, but I insisted on I bring it up because it's a good cause. So you guys can help it out. And volunteers also will sponsor some of them. I think next slide, please. Is this the one? That's it. Okay. So next slide, I wanted to tell you that we already raised $3,000 through FFE. You saw the amount. We would like to raise about 20,000
Yeah,
for this year. Last year, I think with the Joshiji health and all that, we raised about 25,000 Joshiji. Yeah. So let me tell you something about FFE. I would like to thank Kailash Joshi. He has been very instrumental on this, getting us to FFE and get a relationship with them. If it was not him, I don't think we would have done this program. I mean, his tireless effort, round of applause.
And the key thing is, he kind of always pushed us to look beyond
Beyond cultural functions.
which is also great. But at the same time, he also kind of kept reminding us that there's more to it. I think if he was not persistent in that, we might have lost that thought in the back of our mind. So, Kailashi, if you have any words of encouragement or any guidance, we would love to.
We would like to hear from you. Yeah. You want to talk for 1 or 2 minutes? Yeah.
Thank you very much, Anshu, Somit, and Girish, and all of you. It's all I want to say is that it feels very good. You sit down and you talk to some of these very energetic and well-meaning volunteers, and they take off. So I feel very good sitting back and enjoying all the things that are happening here. But the most heartening to me is the scholarship program, because these children that I think we've been able to help. And to get Uttarakhand to be the biggest recipient. Uttarakhand population is about 1% of India, about 10 million people. And in FFE, they have got 30% scholarships. That kind of seems a little bit obscene actually. So I think this team's influence has been so significant. 250 this year, I think, was the number. So I think we need to help the FFE program with some funds so that they can continue supporting the program. The cultural aspects are always beautiful. We also did the 108 introduction that I think we don't talk about often, but the emergency management system that was funded by Satyam Founder, unfortunately, he got into some difficulties. But the 108 or the 911 equivalent program is now launched all over Uttarakhand. Is doing wonderful, helping all the poor people in need. So that also we can take some credit from here, because we instigated that program. So good things are happening. I think if you put all the minds and hearts together with good objectives, things do happen. So I really feel very proud of this team and proud to be a part of it. So thank you, Somit, and you can take hold of your microphone.